Hello friends, how are you doing? Welcome to the very last episode of the Nelson Mandela series with ALE team. Before we go further, did you miss the first and second episode of this series? If so, do well to look it up on our YouTube channel. Now let's get into the business of the day. After attaining his freedom, Nelson Mandela led the ANC in its negotiations with the governing National Party and various other South African political organizations for an end to apartheid and the establishment of a multiracial government. Although this caused so much tension and conducted against a backdrop of political instability, these talks earned Mandela and his deputy, de Klerk, the Nobel Peace Prize in December of 1993. On the 26th of April 1994, more than 22 million South Africans turned out to cast ballots in the country's first multiracial parliamentary elections in history. An overwhelming majority chose the ANC to lead the country, and on the 10th of May, Mandela was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa, with de Klerk serving as his first deputy. As president, Mandela established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to investigate human rights and political violations committed by both supporters and opponents of apartheid between 1960 and 1994. He also introduced numerous social and economic programs designed to improve the living standards of South Africa's black population. In 1996, Mandela presided over the enactment of a new South African constitution, which established a strong central government based on majority rule and prohibited discrimination against minorities, including whites. Improving race relations, discouraging blacks from retaliating against the white minority, and building a new international image of a united South Africa were central to President Mandela's agenda. To these ends, he formed a multiracial government of national unity and proclaimed the country a rainbow nation at peace with itself and the world. In a gesture seen as a major step towards reconciliation, President Mandela encouraged blacks and whites alike to rally around the predominantly national rugby team when South Africa hosted the 1995 Rugby World Cup. In 1999, he retired from politics at the end of his first term as president and was succeeded by his designated deputy, Thabo Mbeki. After leaving office, Nelson Mandela remained a devoted champion for peace and social justice in his own country and around the world. He established a number of organizations, including the influential Nelson Mandela Foundation and the Elders, an independent group of public figures committed to addressing global problems and easing human suffering. In 2002, Mandela became a vocal advocate of AIDS awareness and treatment programs in a culture where the epidemic had been cloaked in stigma and ignorance. The disease later claimed the life of his son, Magatho, and is believed to affect more people in South Africa than in any other country. Mandela grew increasingly frail in his later years and scaled back his schedule of public appearances. In 2009, the United Nations declared July 18th as Nelson Mandela International Day in recognition of the South African leaders' contributions to democracy, freedom, peace, and human rights around the world. And due to a recurring lung infection, Nelson Mandela died on the 5th of December 2013 at the age of 95 in his home in Johannesburg, South Africa. And with this, friends, we have come to the close on this series of Nelson Mandela's story. I hope you got value. because I did myself. Thank you so much for following through till this point. Do well to like this video, share with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. We will be back with another series, but before then, kindly take a guess and let us know who you think will be the next African hero we will be talking about on this channel. And until then, take care of yourself and stay amazing. Bye.